So this is 11, the location of, strategies ulit tayo dito. Not necessarily the, this is AICP question. This is the continuation of last night. So the location of cellular phone towers is determined by which of the following? In the Philippine context, is it similar with what they have in the US? Makakakita ba tayo ng like which one to eliminate, di ba? Like we can eliminate Federal Communications Commission. Okay, let me tingnan ko. May foot rule na ito kaya excited akong gamitin. Di ba ang babaw ng kanto, di ba? Kaligayahan ko. See? May foot rule na siya. So I can eliminate this one. Federal Communications Commission, like national, yung mga Department of DOTR, yung sa atin. Ay, DOTC. Ano yung sa atin, no ba? Equivalent niya. So, this one, the FCC, regulates interstate, okay? So, this is US setting. So, interstate and international communications by radio, television, wire, satellite, and cable. So it sets standards and guidelines for telecommunications operations, including cellular services. But it says the location of, sorry, mali. Okay, wait na. Pwede na rin akong unjust, kakatuwa lang itong kan. Bakit hindi ko siya? Erase. Ayan. Okay. Cellular phone towers. Oops. Cellular, determined by which of the following? So, yung mga towers, di ba? That's an telecom infra. So, state utilities commissions. Doon kasi sa letter A, while the FCC establishes regulations and guidelines for cellular networks, it does not directly determine the specific locations of cellular phone towers. So that's why we eliminated that. And then state utilities naman, they regulate utility services within their respective states, such as electricity, water, and telecommunications. But they have oversight regarding utility infra, but they do not typically determine the specific location of cellular phone towers. So we eliminate this one. So that's how you undertake strategy when you're not sure. Pero kung sure kayo, you can answer directly. But this is something na papracticein lang natin. Kunwari, boards ito ng PRC, not AICP, no? So the answer kasi is this one. The answer is sorry, na-underline niya pati yan. Wait lang. Oops. Pinagpapaka-osis kan. Erase only. Mali, di ba? Gosh. Ginagamit niya ba ito? Sorry. Ganyan na lang. Muna ka. Jen, bakit kaya, Hindi
Yes,
ko o, di ba? Siguro natatawa na yung mga students ko because I'm trying my best na magpaka-tech, But, okay, layo ko yan. And then, okay, this is the correct answer. So, just to let you know that, of course, even in the Philippines, di ba, yung location, we can relate it to Philippine context because this one, in the US setting, local governments have authority over land use and zoning regulations within their jurisdictions. And one of these, they determine where various structures, including cell phone towers, like ano yung meron sa US. So, including cell phone towers can be placed through zoning ordinances and permitting processes. So, local governments play a direct role in approving the locations. Okay? Then, yung ano pala, this one, okay. Asa ito. This one is MPOs, okay, Metropolitan Planning Organizations, are regional organizations that coordinate transportation planning and funding across multiple jurisdictions within a metropolitan area. So that's not really, and MPOs focus on transport infra and regional planning, but they do not typically have authority over the placement of cell phone towers. So just we already finished one strategy, okay, location. So we go to number 12. The rational, okay, comprehensive method for rational, let's see, keyword, okay, rational comprehensive method for decision making requires all of the following. So this is something critical, okay, except, so all the rest are the same, but except this one. I would like to ask someone to unmute and tell me the answer and why. Okay, practicein natin. Sige. Yeah. Walang mali dito, nagpa-practice lang tayo. Any guest? So keyword, comprehensive decision making. Okay? So all the rest, all are under rational comprehensive method, but except for one.
Parang C po ata, ma'am.
C po.
Yes, correct. Very good. So, sige nga. Why did you get that? Can you tell me what made you think about and what, because that's the correct answer. So, paano yung ginawa ninyo?
From the word anecdotal po, it's not based on facts, but
Okay,
rather based on opinions.
that's correct.
Hindi po siya scientific.
Okay, anecdotal. So, okay. Now, that's the shortest way. That's the most strategic way of answering. Now, let's try to clarify yung mga incorrect answers para alam natin. Just in case hindi ganyan yung situation that it's harder than that. Bakit kaya yung clarification? It means that A, B, and D they fall under the rational comprehensive method. And they are not typical, di ba? Yung clarification of values. Something like, parang hindi siya technical term, parang di ba? Consideration of extensive data. So it's something like a phrase to describe a rational comprehensive method. Di ba? Like, because it's something, it points out to being comprehensive, clarification of values would pass under rational comprehensive. Then consideration of yes, extensive data. So because it relies on collecting and analyzing a wide range of data to make informed decisions. So extensive is tantamount to comprehensive. Diba? So it can pass, it can qualify as a rational comprehensive method. And then look at all the descriptors. Letter D is consideration of all relevant factors. So all of this, itong lahat na ito, okay, they all point out to, oops, mali naman. So they are clarification of values. And so kapag ka maggaganyan kayo eliminate, then ganun yung gagawin ninyo, no? Na, oops, I feel so, no? I feel so ignorant about this one, but let me do this one. So parang ganun. All relevant factors could characterize comprehensive. Consideration of extensive. So meron mga words naman eh. Extensive means comprehensive. Then clarification of values means that. So anecdotal is correct. Okay. So let's move to number 13. Just a moment. Number 13. Mag-ano ako? Oops. Kailangan ko kasing screenshot and so that I can get that okay, like that, and then okay, oops, and then I share my screen here. Okay, can you see? You can see naman, di ba? So this is something. Okay, there are two questions under this, but let's tackle this. The next two questions refer to the implementation schedule. So you are seeing the diagram. It is an implementation schedule that you need to know the logic of course, logic of this, the process itself. You know what's 1 and 2. And if you notice, there's ito, meron yan. Okay, ayan. Ibig sabihin, this on top, or itong na to, the whole range of this. Okay. 1 and then 2. So let's look at the process. Can you tell me the answer for 13, that line 2, because it is asking line 2 on the chart above, okay, indicates the best time to. And why? Lakasan tayo ng loob, ha? Okay, wag kayong, don't be shy. You need to,
Ma'am, parang A or D yung pinagpipilian ko right now.
okay, anong pinagpipilian mo? So 50-50, parang ano na.
A or D.
B, sorry?
A or D po.
D, okay, D.
Opo. Kasi ma'am,
Okay.
parang kung kailangan matapos yung construction, either magtatawag na po kayo ng possible clients para dun sa move-in nila, or kung may mga kailangang gamit before simulan yung interiors, kailangan makuha na. So yun po yung iniisip ko right now.
Okay. Other, that's, sorry, hindi ko nakikita kasi yung nagsalita. Please say your name kasi hindi ko nakikita. Ang nakikita ko itong diagram ko. Sino na yung nagsalita? Si Menandro ba yun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. O, di ba kabisado ko yung boses mo? Next, sino yung who says otherwise and who's agreeing with Menandro? Okay. I'll give hint. Okay. So this one provides a timeline. So meron tayong nakikitang tasks involved in a project. So from securing financing, okay, from securing, bakit di ko nakikita yung okay, let me see. From securing another color, okay. From securing financing to beginning operations, okay, to beginning operations. So line 2 is positioned in the middle of the timeline. So during the period labeled complete exterior, yung sinabi ni Menandro, complete exterior construction and install equipment. Install equipment, di ba? So, then you can see also timeline January 1 to December, so January to March 1, secure financing and purchase side to March 1 ito. So, kita mo ito? Alright. Then April 1 to June 1. So, when you completed the exterior construction and then interior. So what do you think? Ano yung pwede nating okay, kasi calculate annual operating cost. Saan na yung calculate operating cost? This should be done in the planning, planning stages ito. Sorry, hindi ko makaya. Okay. Before the project moves into the implementation phase, di ba? Mag-calculate ka. So that you need to, you need to, sorry, ano bang nangyari dyan? Mali. Okay. You need to eliminate that one. Kasi that's something way before, di ba? So higher operational staff this occurs closer to the move-in date once the physical space is ready for occupancy, isn't it? So you can ano ba yan? So you can okay, so tama si Menandro di ba? So ang papipilian mo yung dalawa. Let's take our time because we're just trying to discuss. Hindi tayo nagmamadali. Okay. Now, yung publicize, Menandro, publicize the project to generate public use is ideally done when the project is nearing completion and ready to engage with the public, typically after significant construction milestones are achieved. So parang this one is like end na siya. So, correct answer is order equipment. Now, that's elimination. Pero bakit order equipment yung answer? Is because it's typically done once the exterior construction is nearing completion and before technical equipment installation. Isn't it before you can, because this is equipment and meron na siyang meron na siyang hint doon that you need after the construction, complete exterior construction, under interior is the installation of technical equipment. Nagbigay na siya ng hint na equipment ito. Install technical equipment. And so answer is, before you install, you order equipment. Isn't it? So parang lang, hindi siya yung like a typical cycle or something, but you are using the common sense. Magkukuha ka doon dito sa you get your answer, you get your thinking dito mismo sa answers. Don't think otherwise. Dito ka na lang mag-a-analyze doon sa choices. And because it's the one it's asking about two, di ba? Itong line 2 on the chart above indicates the best time to, diba? Prior to installation, you need to order equipment, di ba? Parang nakakatawa na answer. But congratulations, Menandro, because at least you were able to get 50-50, 50-50 chance, parang sa Who Wants to be Millionaire, di ba? At least mo man lang, ma-reduce mo yung pagpipilian mo, and you have those strategies na pwede ninyong gamitin. Okay? And parang lang siya, common sense lang talaga. Even if you're not a project management specialist, you can do that, you can answer that. Gamitan lang natin ng strong critical thinking skills. So, okay, you remember this one because the next question is, okay, hindi ko kasi makat siya ng susunod. Line 2. Okay. OMG, wait lang. Grabe naman itong pan ko, material ko. I feel so inadequate dito sa ginagawa ko. Hang on. Ayan. Ayan. So, you're seeing this one. This section daw. This question is related to this one. Buildings. Does the implementation schedule above most probably imply okay,
C.
C, waste disposal. Sige, I'll mark it, okay? Who says otherwise? Is it waste disposal? Remember, okay, meron siyang secure financing. So, all this is possibly funded or needing financing, isn't it? And then, but it is a very critical factor doon. It says, oh my gosh, nakuan ko, form governing board. Which of those, lang ha? Wait lang. Nawala. So which of those buildings or those projects is aligned? Okay. Is aligned with the with the diagram. Is it municipal police station? Do you think when you construct municipal police station, you need to form governing boards sa mga ganon? And community-based health clinic, do you think you need governing board and then a waste disposal facility? Do you think you need that? So that's the first guide. And meron bang exterior construction, interior lahat? Siyempre meron, di ba? And financing could be okay. So it says operation also. Begin operation. So do you think municipal police station would need that?
Ay, ma'am, si M po ito. Ma'am, parang community-based health clinic po ata since meron technical equipment. tapos exterior and interior yung kinoconstruct.
Okay, so you said community-based clinic. So, okay, let's do one by one. Magaling si Menandro. Construction and
Sanay po manghula, ma'am.
hindi ganun tayo ha, ganun tayo mag-attack ng problem. So, sa municipal police station kasi construction and typically, di ba, construction and outfitting of a police station would involve similar tasks like exterior and interior. Meron din siyang technical equipment, yung mga security systems, di ba? Yung mga meron din communication devices and staffing. However, the schedule could apply to a police station, but some specific tasks like public engagement or community relations might be expected. Yung sa feasibility na it could apply, but meron bang governing board yon? Parang gano'n so we can cross that out. Let's see. Nawawala siya, sorry memorize na na ba natin yan? Sayang naman yan. Kakainis, no? Jen. I'm not good at preserving it. Anyway, yung community-based health clinic, I'll skip that because that's the answer. Yung waste disposal naman, construction and setup of a waste disposal facility would include installation of specialized waste processing equipment, compliance with environmental regulations, and staff training. But waste disposal, meron bang interior yon or something, Menandro? Or do we need
Low lang po yun, ma'am, at most. Pero,
di ba
opo.
yung mga disposal like sanitary landfills, we don't talk about exterior and interior, di ba? But there's equipment, more specialized equipment installation and environmental compliance steps which are not explicitly listed in the schedule. So, ganun tayo mag-isip. Hindi lang ito yung nakikita ninyo dito, but try to analyze yung sa facility, yung sa waste facility, because waste facility wala namang yan yung sinasabing environmental compliance, wala siya, di ba? Because it's higher yung standard ng ng waste facility, isn't it? They were not explicitly listed in the schedule. Okay, so pwedeng baliktad yung mo, i-analyze mo not only the diagram but also those options included. And then yung naman shopping center naman, it involves may mali ba ako doon? Okay, wait lang. Developing a shopping center involves forming a governing board, I think so, and recruiting administration, completing construction, both exterior and interior, installing retail. Yeah, let me see. Let me check din yung yung paano sinagot ni AICP. Kasi parang let me check. A community-based health clinic. Yeah, I stand corrected, but AICP answered shopping because yung community-based health clinic, it does not relate. Oh, sorry sa even myself, okay. Let me check the answer of hindi kasi siya ina-explain ni AICP. It just gave an answer na yung shopping center. Okay, let's try to I stand corrected doon because developing a shopping center pala involves forming a governing board. Kasi hindi naman yun, hindi naman US setting kasi ito. So, and they recruit administration, they complete construction, both exterior and interior, installing retail-specific equipment like HVAC systems, tenant improvements, and leasing out space to retailers. So the tasks listed in the schedule align also with those required for developing a shopping center. Normally ba, kapag I'm thinking about some, alam mo yung mga ano na uh, bands, di ba, like provincial bands. I know in Tugigaraw kasi yung isang mall namin dito sa Tugigaraw, which is locally ano, hindi siya SM or something. It was funded through bond flotation. So that's secure financing. And it has a governing board. So I can also say na it could align, and so I agree with AICP. But for the community-based health clinic, do you know of a comparison in the Philippines, community-based health clinic? So does it mean government? Because establishing a health clinic involves medical equipment installation, technical equipment. Okay, it did not say there. Regulatory compliance, recruitment of medical staff, and community outreach. So the schedule could apply, but would likely include more specific medical related tasks and public health outreach components. So, yeah, sorry about that. I will stop share this one and I'll choose another one. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
excuse me.
yes.
Ma'am, I just don't know, but correct me if I am wrong. Doon kasi ma'am sa shopping center, based on doon sa illustration, yung secure financing, this is referring to something na pwede siyang commercial. And then doon sa last ma'am na begin operation, ibig sabihin when the operation begin, parang meron ditong something na yung business na babalik yung finances. Comparing ma'am doon sa pagka kasi ma'am community.
Sorry ulit doon sa ano. Ma'am, ulitin mo nga yung part doon sa operations.
Okay ma'am. Doon ma'am sa sa operation kasi begin tapos operation. Parang after nung mabigyan yung project ng financing and then a purchase yung site. So the next step is after all the construction and so on. So mag-i-start na yung kanyang yung operation ng
Operations.
shopping center. So parang merong return of investment kasi this is something na binigyan ng puhunan, parang ganun kasi may nagfinance eh. So parang talking about the line when it refers to business, parang mas malapit talaga yung shopping center. Kasi yung community base is parang more on community services. Parang
Hindi siya
hindi po siya masyadong kikita, hindi siya meron ng return. So
Correct.
sa shopping center,
Mm-mm.
possible na magko-connect yung mga nakalagay dito sa line.
So you are agreeing with AICP
Shopping
na
center man.
shopping center.
Yes,
Kasi yung community-based, yun yung mo na nakita mo na characteristic,
yes
ano?
more on services. Parang walang masyadong return. Oo, more on giving.
Oo, naalala ko tuloy yung reference na when it is a social project, especially when we are seeking funding, lalo na sa NEDA, mga ganon, we don't need to prove na na break even is okay for a social project, di ba? So we don't need to prove further beyond that na kikita ka talaga. Ganon, sa social project. So now I remember this, now we can relate it to community-based health clinic. So the closest answer could be a shopping center, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you for that, ma'am. Now, mali naman yung naano ko ulit. Wait. Oops. Meron magandang question ulit dito. And then I will share screen for this side. Okay. So let's look into this. Hindi kaya palakihin ko yan. Oops. So there's a map. Okay, it's something parang generic lang naman yung map. Hindi pala, meron pala siyang pangalan. Green County, shown in the map above, contains some of the best farmland in the state. Okay, which of the following steps should the Green County planner recommend to protect this valuable farmland from industrial or commercial development? So, keywords, asan na kasi yung one ko? Si ruler. Best farmland, and then, so, protection, okay? Protection of the farm. And then, yung protection niya is industrial or commercial development. So, you can see this Green County, isn't it? Okay, Green County, and then, ito yung kanya, industrial city. And then, asan yung commercial niya, no? Commercial, because it's also, it did not point out to ano, pero there's another city here. So, probably, so, paano? So, the question is how to protect that. So, ang choices, let's eliminate. Please unmute. Wag muna yung answer. Sabihin niyo muna sa akin, ano yung i-eliminate natin. So, identify priority farmland areas. And modify. Promote. So, which one? Yung una nating eliminate.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, doon sa number 1, yun bang members of the Zoning Board of Appeals? I just don't know. Pero ito ba, ma'am, ay may certain qualification to be a member? Kasi kung ang i-invite natin dito ay mga farmers, ibig sabihin, anyone can be a member of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Hindi naman pa yung mga qualification nila. Ano, ma'am? Walang nakalagay
Okay.
ko anong qualification. So, ibig sabihin, yung farmers ay pwede, parang ganun. So, parang kung ito is, parang medyo malabo.
Okay. So, you're correct there. But I did not see that coming, yung qualification. Pero maganda rin yung ano. So,
Kasi yung kasi to be a member, tapos this is Board of
oo.
Appeals, parang there are certain qualifications or criteria
Correct.
to be considered.
And then, kapag ka ba zone all of as farmland and invite farmers to be members of the Zoning Board of Appeals, parang ano yung connection niya doon sa ano, no? Protection. So, ibig sabihin, pag ilagay mo lahat dyan, farmers to be members of the zoning. Kasi pwedeng parang civil society, ganon. Di ba? Pwede rin ganon. Pero appeal ito no? So, yeah, it's something na, okay. So, if I eliminate that, so, tatlo na yung kan. So, let me see yung correct answer.
Saka ma'am doon sa zoning, yung zone all of green country as farmland. Para bang pwedeng i-zone na talaga agad na lahat ng green ay pwedeng farmland. Parang kasi sa atin ma'am sa zoning, marami tayong kino-consider din pagdating sa zoning. Pero
Mm-mm.
dito iso-zone na yung green country is magiging farmland lahat. Parang ano yung basis? Parang ganun.
Oo, so ano yung ko? Yung sa letter C.
Yeah, ma'am. So talagang yung letter A parang ma-eliminate na talaga,
Oo,
ma'am.
ma-eliminate na
Apo.
talaga. Okay, let me check ayoko na magkamali. Okay, can you reconsider that? Can you select another choice for to be eliminated? Did we, yung letter B, ma'am, propose a moratorium on sewer connection for Green County? Is it related? Did it mention about, yung parang sinasabi dati ni Camille Ascueta na na what was excluded or what was not included
What
or
was excluded cannot be included, ma'am, or the other
cannot-
way around.
or the other way around. So, sabihin mo sa akin, Camille, yung letter B, should we consider that? May sinabi ba dyan about sewer?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Okay.
Relevant, ma'am.
Nice.
Negative.
Okay.
And then D
Negative.
also.
So I'll ano yan? Tingnan mo. Kainis talaga itong hindi effective yung aking sorry. Bakit kaya no? Iba pa. Sorry. Saan napupunta? Okay. So, dalawa na lang. Yun bang, did it mention about limited access highway? Meron ba tayong do you think this is relevant also? That you promote construction of another limited access?
Relevant po.
No.
Hindi,
Yes, ma'am. Eliminate
Yes.
po.
Eliminate.
To lower the
Eliminate.
development pressures does not necessarily mean po that it will
Uh-huh.
protect the valuable part.
Yes. Okay, galing. So, natin ito? Eliminate natin. Pero nakainis talaga itong aking itong ruler na yan, ha? So, naiwan yung C. Naiwan yung C. So, ngayon, let's try to evaluate, na hindi tayo basta maniwala. So, yung eraser dito. Anyway, identify priority farmland areas. So, it did not say, Ma'am Weng, di ba? Yeah, it did not say all, di ba? Identify priority farmland areas in Green County and modify the zoning ordinances appropriately. So, it is
Selective.
it is general, 'di ba? Generally yung niya, yung kanyang recommendation, but it's the closest that we can get. 'Di ba? Hindi naman siguro perfect yung pagkaka-state niya, but among the four, so that's one strategy that I can tell you. Among the four, siya yung papasa, 'di ba? Don't put something na wala sa question. Like in construction, ganon. These are distractors. Yung mga sewer, ganyan, wala. It's out of context. It's not among the, out of context talaga. So, pero i-identify nyo pa, if you have time, then you can still analyze ano yung naiwan because you've done elimination. Identify priority farmland areas. Di ba? Correct naman. Hindi naman all, hindi naman niya generalized na ganun. Identify priority farmland areas in Green County and modify the zoning ordinances appropriately. Bakit kaya modify, Because which of the following steps should the Green County Planner recommend to protect this valuable farmland? Meron best farmland, 'di ba? Best farmland. Pero there are those lands, farmlands that need protection from this from industrial or commercial development. So hindi naman na kailangan lang talaga increase siguro. So that's what it means na to increase the protection. And so kaya minomodify natin.
Ma'am.
Ups, yes?
Yes,
Hi,
ma'am.
ma'am, si Edpo. Ma'am, parang sa Philippine setting, parang no, yung closest niya po dito would be yung mga prime agricultural lands.
Oo. Yung NAPAAD, ganun yung Network of Protected Agricultural Area.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
that's
May
correct.
correction na po.
That's correct. NAPAAD means, sige nga, I know it, pero someone will unmute and tell me what it means by NAPAAD. Tatlong A yon. Walang mag-research. The best guess. Kasi yan, it's very, it's very common board question. What are those protected areas, agricultural areas? It's NAPAAD, that's the acronym. And what does it mean? I've mentioned that. And yung component niya, okay, all NAPAAD includes, so it's like an equation. NAPAAD includes all irrigated lands, all areas within the those lands governed by CARL, Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law, and then all SAFDZ, the Strategic Agricultural and Fisheries Zone, Development Zones, SAFDZ. SAFDZ was established or delineated by BSWM, Bureau of Soil and Water Management, under DA in if I'm not mistaken, 1985. Tandang-tanda ko to So I really memorize all the details of NAPAAD. So NAPAAD means, unmute. Wala bang nakakaalam?
Network of
Network
protected
of
areas
protected
for
areas
agriculture
for
and
agriculture.
agro-industrial development.
Great. Okay, wag niyo kalimutan yan. So tama kayo that it can be likened, letter C, to NAPAAD. Okay? At least meron tayong ganon na na mga context. Okay? So I'll stop share. Nakaka-inspire ba itong ginagawa natin o hindi?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Pwede
Elvis.
natin consider dito, ma'am, yung buffering zone din doon, ma'am.
Oh.
Ng yung sa area niya. Kasi kailangan natin setback kung may mga structure to modify yung zoning ordinance, ganun, ma'am. Kung sakali, kung Philippine setting yun, ma'am, ganun.
Oo.
Kasi ilang meters, ganun yun ko consider. Kung yung construction, ganun po, ma'am.
Oo. So yung sinasabi ni Elvis ngayon is hindi lang yung NAPAAD yung context niya, but in
Yes,
line,
ma'am.
you're saying that in line with the modification of the zoning, no? Pwede rin na buffer, di ba? Like for example, protected agricultural area kasi may mga setback dyan na kailangan, di ba? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me, ako naman magtanong kay Elvis, ano yung natin? Ano yung sa agricultural area? Which standard is the most recent that na nabasa mo?
There's
Urban.
yung buffer, yung said. Ay, sige, ma'am, sige, ma'am.
Sige lang. Sige, say what you want para marinig ng lahat and we can discuss further kasi doon natin malalaman ano pa yung pwede nating i-include sa kasi sobrang galing ninyo at tapos na natin lahat ng lecture no? Magdadagdag na lang tayo. Okay. Elvis, doon sa yung kasi, yung sa buffer, that's protected area, NIPAS, di ba? NIPAS, okay. And then we also have NAPAAD. And then that's protected agricultural. We also have yung sa ancestral domain, So ang daming protected area. So can you tell me, meron tayong standards sa agriculture, merong nagbago like I think as of 2023. So yun, Diyan paki-note para ma-lecture ko yan some other time. Kasi meron nagbago eh. Okay ba? Sobrang dami ng mga ngayon, mga latest, mga additional ba? Mga, especially on agriculture. So I remember when I did some lectures for Norzagaray, Bulacan. So, na-encounter ko yun, and some people are they're worried about agriculture areas in Norzagaray, and they also have ilang percent kasi yung forest area din nila doon, so protected area talaga yan, mga virgin forest pa. So, okay, so I'll thank you for the inputs. I'll go to the next number. Up to 20 lang tayo so that you can sleep early. Sleep early daw, magta-10 na. Diba, no? So, let's see. Ito. I think so this could be very challenging. Oops. And then I'll share again. Share. Okay, this one. Detailed information about a community's debt. Okay, siguro hindi talaga applicable sa atin to, pero tingnan natin kung if we can strengthen our strategies. Detailed information about a community's debt would be vital for carrying out which of the following tasks. I will supply yung yung ABCDE. So ang sinasabi niya doon, so parang data gathering, so ano yung mga relevant about detailed information about a communities that sa may utang, di ba? So letter A, establishing assessed values for property. So that's okay. And then yung HUD for section 8 funds is American setting yan. So ang sinasabi dyan ay section 8 funds primarily involves demonstrating need and capacity to manage the program. So detailed, I'll not tell. Okay, yun muna. So again, section 8 funds primarily involves demonstrating need and capacity to manage the program. And then letter C is presenting a venture capital fund to area financial institutions. Means that it involves discussing potential investments and returns. So while overall financial health can be important, so this one, do you think so? Detailed community debt is related to this. Ang context niya is potential investments and returns. Yung kanina, context is demonstrating need and capacity to manage. So can you extract information on community debt? And then next is number 4 is bond ratings. Bond ratings are assessments of a community's creditworthiness. So it's heavy influenced by its debt levels, kuha nyo na, no? And financial management. So di ba yung bond ratings, I mentioned about it's what does it contain kapag ka bond rating? Di ba kapag ka ini-increase mo yung when you request a change in bond rating, they are directly influenced by debt levels, okay, and financial management practices. So, sorry, but that's the correct answer ano ko na kasi, di ba, na-characterize ko na eh. Yung letter A naman kasi is, when you assess property values, isn't it? It involves evaluating real estate market conditions, comparable sales, and property characteristics. So it does not contain any information about communities there. Yung ano din, yung second naman is very yung naiisip ninyo na equivalent ito ng that you apply, or it involves demonstrating need and capacity to manage the program. So wala din siyang detailed information on communities din. So ganyan din kahirap yung AICP. So I hope that when you encounter like a related question, you need to make some, pwede kayong like for example ako so I do this one, for example, magmamarka kayo sa test question ninyo, you put something like real estate, ganon. Halimbawa, real estate, sorry. So, real estate. And then ito, ano kaya ito? Or venture capital is about investments. Parang ganon. Investment. Ito naman, so you are left with dalawang pagpipilian. So, if you don't know this one, and you think so, a change is in bond rating. Could be, kasi di ba pag nagbaband ka, so what are bonds for? So probably it could relate, it's closer to the information, detailed information about communities. Kasi credit worthiness ito, okay? So I'll stop again. Hindi na lang. We go to, ito This one is applicable ito, dalawa. Because this is about theory. Applicable sa atin ito. Okay. Sorry. Hindi pa pala na-share. Ito. Okay. Okay. Yung answer. Which of the following land use models? Okay. Wala yung ruler ko. So, land use models describes the pattern of, you still remember, actual growth along lines of, naalala ninyo ito? Lines of least resistance. What do you mean by, this is a technical term, hindi siya yung description lang. So, answer. What can we eliminate? Ito, di ba? Eliminate natin ito kasi this is not a land use model. Di ba? Population. Di ba? Madali siyang eliminate. Negative exponential population density model. So, it's not land use. Okay? So, tatlo na lang. Pero, actual. And then, nagbigay na siya ng nagbigay na siya ng hint along lines of least resistance. Can someone try? Okay. Letter B is concentric zone model. Parang magkukwento lang ako. This was proposed by Ernest Borges. You remember Ernest Borges? That this model depicts urban land use in a concentric rings. Concentric nga, di ba? Rings, paikot-ikot, emanating from the central business district and outward. Di ba? From the center and outward. And each ring represents different types of land use. Do you think? So, pwede mo na siyang eliminate kasi hindi naman siya actual, di ba? So, actual is something na iba yung pattern kasi ni concentric zone eh. from the center, and then each ring represents something else. So dalawa na lang. And then how about multiple nuclei? Do you remember that this multiple, okay, is this model was proposed by Harris and Ullman. They suggested that a city develops with multiple centers. Meron naman word dyan multiple centers or nuclei around which different types of land use cluster. Ibig sabihin, ano yung ano niya? So does it speak about actual? So, nakuha na natin yung answer that the answer is sector. Pero kailangan maalala ninyo lahat, di ba? Because sector was developed by Homer Hoyt. The sector model says that cities develop in sectors or wedges. You remember? Radiating out from the center along transportation routes or other lines of least resistance. And land uses are connected in these sectors extending outward. So the model directly describes actual growth along lines of least resistance such as transportation routes. Ang sinasabi na lines of least resistance refer to the transportation routes. Okay? So please remember that. Actual, and di ba, I always tell you, yung mga synonyms niya, yung actual, it could also mean wedge, di ba? Because the model posits that cities develop in sectors or wedges radiating out from the center along transportation routes or other lines of least resistance. Okay, we go to number 18. The planning director of a small city wants to get as much public input as possible on a citywide study. Okay, so let's see, planning director of a small city wants to get as much public input. Okay, public input as possible on a citywide study. So these are keywords. Which of the following would be the least effective? So or all could be applied, but there's one option that could be said that it's the least effective method of stimulating citizen participation. So public inputs connected with stimulating citizen participation. So I'll let you answer that.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay,
CM po
try.
ito. Ma'am, ang tingin ko po dito, letter B siya. Kasi yung iba po, na-advise yung public na magkakaroon ng study in the first place. Meron study, binigay yung scope nila, then ini-invite yung iba. Pero sa B po, na-complete na nila yung, at least yung initial draft of the study. Then pangalawa po, parang sobrang konti lang po ng population yung may time, may energy, and may technical expertise po para basahin yung entire report. And parang mas kukunti pa po lalo dun yung magko-comment. So parang yun po yung pinaka-least effective for na makapag-reach out po sa mga tao from, at least po from my point of view.
Yes. Okay. So and what did you say about A? Di ba ang sinasabi natin, public input and then stimulating citizen. Pag sinabi bang contacting neighborhood leaders, advising them of the study, and asking them to report neighborhood reaction, could it be easy? Easy na?
Parang
Effect-
yan din po yung ginagawa sa ano, ma'am, yung sa mga pag
because,
nag-i-invite po tayo ng mga barangay captain, no, ma'am,
ah,
sa club formulation po, parang
okay,
ganun din po kasi.
okay.
So, parang realistic pa po siya.
Okay, I agree. And then skip ko yung letter B. Do you think so the letter C, preparing press releases that give the general scope of the study and asking for comments from the general public? So do you think this is easy? Is it easy?
Ma'am, doable po siya kasi
Doable.
naalala ko po during the pandemic, nung hindi po allowed rin yung public gathering, ganyan po yung ginagawa ng ibang LGU. Tapos
Okay.
mag-send out po sila ng mga
For
online form.
comments, no? Okay, correct. Totally agree. Now, letter D, offering to address interested neighborhood or other civic groups on the subject of the study. So, ano yung equivalent kaya natin na sa activity natin is sa Philippines? Which you think this is doable because you also included this as not the answer, di ba? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, pag nag-invite po tayo ng mga CSOs, mga POs po sa mga
Mm-mm.
gathering,
So, it does
natatarget po sila ng
it does not take so much, no, for them to do. So we are left, ang answer ni IICP is B. Okay? Yeah, it is likely the least effective method of stimulating citizen participation. Kasi sobrang hirap na completing a draft of the study, completing, di ba? And then printing the draft report, and asking for citizens' comments on it. So it's something na, ano yun? Yung sinabi mo kanina na, it relies on citizens, no? Taking the initiative to, sila na lang
mabigat focus
gagawa
po talaga.
ay yung kanilang task. Di ba? It is saying na, you take the initiative to review and comment on a draft report, parang ganon, no? And so this is a more passive approach and could be less effective in stimulating widespread participation compared to other more interactive methods. Mas mas madaling gawin. Okay? So nakita ninyo, so that's how we do it. Okay? Pwede rin pala na Menandro, no? Pwede rin na halimbawa foreign yung setting ng kasi it's possible na foreign yung setting na ibigay din nila in the US, or I remember may binigay the late Josie Ramos, Chairman Josie Ramos, na board question on cemetery being a tourist destination, parang ganun. It's a US setting. So malamang there would also be questions that could be US setting talaga. So yung ginagawa ni Menandro, yung kanyang strategy is ganun ba yung ginagawa mo, yung you try to relate it or to associate it with a strategy or an activity or event sa Philippine setting,
More or less po, ma'am.
para mas maintindihan. So you can also do that, okay? Pag medyo para mas mag-grasp ninyo, and you can, kasi if you don't do that, ang daming pwedeng strategies na pwedeng magmamatter. So I'll stop share that. So how many okay, I only have 2 questions left. So sabay ko 19 and 20. Okay. Ay, mali. Alright. So we have, maganda ito kasi it's applicable to Philippines. A smart code transact. You remember Guedes? Okay, Patrick Guedes. So typically, so this is select all that apply. SATA, okay? Sige nga. What is a smart code transect? By the way, smart code transect is a planning tool that divides the urban environment into 6 zones. T1 to T6. Ganon. Transect. Ranging from natural, meaning rural areas, ranging from natural to highly urbanized areas. So parang nagkaroon siya ng division or delineation of urban environment, okay? So that's the smart code transect. Then, statement 2 is a way of locating and understanding a variety of different types of human settlement within a comprehensive web of natural and human habitats. So, do you think so? Yan. I already provided one answer. So, yun namang statement 2 dyan, it is a way of locating and understanding is while the transect can be used to understand different types of human settlements, it is specifically designed to guide development through the various zones. So, so we have locating and understanding right at different types of human settlements. And then, does it have, because it's Geddes, di ba? It's a Geddes Valley section. I encourage you to read more on Patrick Geddes. Pero, ulitin ko yan. I'll come up with again para ma-strengthen pa yung kanina. So, it has ties with Patrick Geddes. Okay, so I'm giving the answer. The smart code transect, naalala niyo yung transect valley, parang gano'n. It has conceptual ties to Patrick Geddes Valley section pala. Valley section, which also look at the gradation of environments from rural to urban. So, answer din is 3. Because he owns it, diba? I mean, it originated from Patrick Geddes. Then yung naman, statement 4 has its origins in is it Ebenezer Howard, okay? Howard's Garden Cities concept, does it have? Ebenezer Howard's Garden Cities concept focuses on self-contained communities surrounded by green belts. Naalala ninyo? So integrating urban and rural elements. However, the smart code transect is more directly linked to the transect concept itself rather than Howard's Garden City. So hindi siya kasali yung 4. So I'm giving the answer is the smart code transect is best described by statements 1 and 3. So letter A. Okay? So, ganun tayo, no? So, remember, hindi kasali si 2 and si Howard. So, hindi talaga. Basta pag makakita na kayo ng transect, that's the valley section concept of Geddes. It has ties with that transect. And then, Kapag dalawa na lang yung natitira, so i-analyze, basta remember, smart code has 6 zones. These 6 zones divided into, yung parang 6 zones, T1 to T6. And then from rural areas to highly urbanized areas. Okay? And then, so hindi kasali yung 2. I'm not able to, okay. Is a way of locating and understanding. So, parang sinasabi niya, smart code transect is a way of locating and understanding a variety of different types of human settlements within a comprehensive web of natural and human habitats. Hindi kasi, the transect concept is not about the habitats, okay? It's about the zones. It's about yung the urban environment. Okay. It's a planning tool that divides the urban environment into 6 zones. So, meron specific na but it does not speak about the natural and human habitats. Okay, not people, but the land itself, the landform. So, 1 and 3. Number 20. Strategies, okay, ito kayang-kaya na ninyo yan. Strategies to help combat, okay, so it is a strategy. It is positive climate change. So tell me, last item.
Parang letter B, ma'am.
Letter B.
Letter B.
B, boy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Correct. Ba, o sige nga, explanation. Volunteer, please. Correct kayo, letter B.
Yung number 2 kasi ma'am, increasing BMT. It's something to do with carbon footprints, ma'am.
Correct.
Okay. Yung BMT kasi vehicle miles traveled. Pag in-increase yung vehicle miles traveled, mas madaming ma-consume na fuel at carbon dioxide emission.
Yeah, so it has greater environmental impact, so it's not helping. Diba? And then, yung adaptive reuse, can you still remember what is adaptive reuse? Kasi pwedeng ibigay din nila yan. At least yung GHG reduction, water conservation, that's very literal. Pero yung adaptive reuse, what is that strategy all about?
Ma'am, reuse of the existing buildings. Parang, so
Yeah.
not one block another po.
Yes, okay. So it is an old building and then you're trying to repurpose it, 'di ba? For fresh use or new use. So under ano 'yon? Under which planning? Ano yung mga under heritage ba or something or adaptive reuse? 'Di ba usually sa
Yes, nasa Heritage Act yan, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, congratulations for tonight. I'll not get your sleeping time na. I hope na you enjoyed this activity, and so tomorrow again we will have another 10 items. Hanggang sa makompleto ko yung 50 yata yun, 60. And then we will resume with examinations again. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you po.
Jen, wala silang
Open po ng camera.